Hello children, myself Suchasmita Malik. Today we are going to read a new chapter on English literature. So children, today we are going to read The Young Sick Dragon poem. This poem was written by John Foster. John Foster is a British poet and he has written many children poems. His main stories are fictional. So children, what do you mean by fictional? Fictional means the stories which are not real or true. Generally, these stories, fictional stories, are imaginative stories. So, in this poem, we will read about a young dragon who is sick and he is unable to breathe fire, which the dragon they usually do. So children, let's begin our poem. So look at page number 24, that is the sick young dragon. See your first stanza. So what happens, how the young dragon who is sick, how he is able to breathe fire? Let's see. So what can I do? The young dragon cried. Although I have simply tried and tried, it does not matter how hard I blow, I can get my fire to go. So see children, what the poet is describing here or what the poet is telling here. What can I do? The young dragon cried. Although I have simply tried and tried, it doesn't matter how hard I blow, I cannot get my fire to grow. Here, the poet is trying to tell that the young dragon is crying out to his mother. That even though he cried hard to blow, yet he was unable to give out the fire. Now look at your second stanza. Open your mouth, his mother said. It's no wonder your throat's red. Your scales are cold. You must be ill. I think you must have caught a chill. So, let's see what in the second stanza the poet is trying to say. On hearing the mother asked him to open his mouth. So, after hearing his son's problem, after hearing the young dragon's problem, the mother asked the young dragon to open his mouth. So on hearing the mother asked him to open his mouth. When she looked inside, she found his throat was red and even the scales were cold too. So she recognized or she realized, her mother she recognized or realized that he had caught a cold. So when her mother asked the young dragon to open his mouth, she realized and she recognized that the throat of the young dragon was red and his scales are cold, and she told that he had caught a cold. Now let's see our third stanza. The doctor came and he looked and said, you will need a day or two in bed. Your temperature's down, you do. See children, your third stanza. The doctor came, he looked and said, you will need a day or two in bed. Your temperature's down, no doubt that's the reason your fire has gone out. So what in the third stanza, what the poet is trying to describe? Let's see. The doctor examined the dragon. He advised him to take rest. The reason why he got no fire was that his temperature was low. So here in the third stanza, the doctor advised the young dragon to take rest, and the reason why the young dragon did not get fire was that his temperature was too low and he was sick. That is why the young dragon was unable to breathe fire. That is why the young dragon was unable to breathe fire, because his body temperature was low and he was sick. So the doctor advised him to take rest. So children, this whole poem is an imaginative poem. These all are imagination of John Foster, that there is a young dragon, he is having a mother, the young dragon was unable to breathe because he had got a sick, he's in fever. These are all imagination of John Foster. So let's see our fourth stanza. Just drink this petrol, chew these nails, they will help you to warm up your scales. Just take it easy, watch TV, you will soon be as right as rain. You will see. So, what in the fourth stanza the poet John Foster is describing or imagining? So, in the fourth stanza, John Foster was imagining that the doctor advised the young dragon to drink petrol and to chew nails. In the fourth stanza, the doctor advised the young dragon to drink petrol and to chew the nails. He even told to relax and watch TV and assured him that he would be perfectly fine in a few days. So in the fourth stanza, the doctor advised the young dragon to drink the petrol, and he also told him to chew the nails that will warm up he also told him to relax and watch TV, and after drinking the petrol and after chewing the nails, the doctor told him that it will help to warm up his scales, and the doctor told him to relax and watch TV and assured the young dragon that he would be perfectly fine in a few days. Now, let's see our fifth stanza. The young dragon as he told, and soon his scales stopped feeling cold. He sneezed some sparks, his face glowed bright. He coughed and set the seeds alight. So once again I am reading this fifth stanza, children. The young dragon did as he was told, and soon his scales stopped feeling cold. He sneezed some sparks, his face glowed bright, he coughed and set the seeds alight. So children, what in the fifth stanza, what did the young dragon did? When the young dragon followed the advice of the doctor, in the fifth stanza, the young dragon, he followed the advice what the doctor had told him to do. So, when the young dragon followed the advice of the doctor, he could see the improvement as he no longer felt cold. So, children, when we are feeling cold or when we are feeling sick, we usually go to doctor and he advises us and he instructs us, and when we follow his instruction, we also feel good and we also see improvement in our health, right? Likewise, the young dragon also followed the doctor advised, and he followed whatever the doctor advised him to do. And then he has seen improvement in himself. He could see the improvement as he no longer felt cold, and he no longer felt cold. After following the doctor's instructions, the young dragon did not felt cold. His face became bright and glowing. So after following after following the doctor's advice, his face became bright and started glowing as it was earlier. When he coughed, he even set the seeds on fire. So when he coughed or when he sneezed, some sparks came out from his mouth, and he put the seeds on fire. So the fire comes out from his mouth, and he put the seeds or bed sheets, that is, sheets means children, bed sheet, on fire. So let's see our sixth stanza or the last stanza. Let's see. Oh dear, he cried, I have burned the bed. It doesn't matter, his mother said. Those seeds were old, go out and play. Just watch where you breathe fire today. So what in the fifth stanza, what the mother is trying to tell to the young dragon? Let's see. So after burning, or after he has after coughing the young dragon has put the sheets on fire. So in the sixth stanza, the mother is consoling the young dragon. What the mother, when he is worried, in the sixth stanza, the poet is trying to tell that he is worried, the young dragon is worried that the bed got burnt. Okay. In the sixth stanza, the poet is trying to tell that the young dragon, he is worried that the bed got burnt. But the mother said that it did not matter as the seeds were old. So her mother consoled him by telling that it doesn't matter as the seeds or the bed sheets were old. So she told the young dragon that she even told him to go out and play, but warned him to take care of the place where he breathed fire. So in the sixth stanza, the mother consoled the young dragon that no matter that the seeds are burnt or the bed sheets are burnt because those seeds were old, and she also told him to go and play outside, but she warned the young dragon that to take care of the place where he breathed the fire. So children, here your poem gets over, or it is finished. Now what you have to do is you have to write the word meanings in your literature copy, and you have to write 15 lines of this poem in your English literature copy in a good handwriting with a pen. Okay children?